Hey, look, it's this guy again. Yeah, so I completely forgot about one thing that I wanted to show off, and it's actually related to a bug with this guy's AI. Well, maybe not less a bug. Well, I mean, calling it a bug is probably pretty appropriate. It's a big oversight, basically. So, actually, we should be able to do this like this. Let me, so if I attack Vivi, smack him dead. Now we attack with Zidane and Steiner right now. He's using Thunder. Actually, did I do it? I forget how much HP he has. Here, let me, let's revive Vivi for a second here. And try this again. Boom. Oh, well, perfect. That's exactly what I want. So you'll immediately notice something didn't happen, which is that he never used his big, you know, my mission is to take back the princess attack, you know, and nuke us with fire off. And that's because of a glitch. Well, once again, I don't know what I call it, a glitch or whatever, but basically, like, when he selects that attack, even though he uses, like, it hits the 3 party members except Dagger. However, the bug basically is that while that's happened, the original target is still considered Vivi. So, like, it's whatever he last attacked. So if you kill Vivi, or whoever was last attacked off, and then put him down to the threshold where he normally would counter you, he just completely ignores the counter attack and doesn't do it. Because the target quote-unquote, that he wants to select, even though he hits more than one target, is dead, and therefore he just, you know, skips that check because the target's dead. I actually think that would facilitate anything that's related to that. So, like, if Vivi was petrified or something, he wouldn't do it either. Yeah, so anyways, I'll meet you at, the next thing here. Not really. Not really. They're just dolls, Vivi. Okay, hey, it's Black Waltz 3. Remember this guy? Yeah, we just fought him. You know. Okay, so since we had so much trouble stealing from this guy last time, I think feels like this might be a good opportunity for me to go over stealing mechanics then. Since we're here. Yeah, we got his hat. Thwack. Alright. So, stealing. Stealing is, I mean, it's kind of infamous in this game for being kind of hard. I've never had a problem with it, because I always feel like, I mean, I don't know, that's a topic for another video, but, basically, stealing, well, there's 3 steps to stealing, but only the first 2 are relevant to actually stealing the item that you want to steal. So, wow, we actually got it. So, stealing is in 2 steps. First of all, there's basically you could call it an attack and a defense value that are in place. Basically, in a nutshell, it's your chance of actually, like, hitting the target, essentially. And this is the value here is your level plus your spirit stat minus the enemy's level. But the catch with this is that it isn't just the value, it's a random number anywhere from 0 to that value minus 1. So say for example I'm level 50 and I have a spirit stat of 50, which gives me a value of 100, and the enemy has, you know, a value of their level 52. That means that it's essentially it's 2 numbers that can range from 0 to 99 against their number that can range from 0 to 49. Essentially, that's, in a nutshell, that's how that works. That's why, you know, in like, especially in like a Excalibur 2 Perfect game, for example, where you're spending the game at level 1, it can be actually pretty difficult to steal, because it makes it, you know, lower odds. But, of course, the catch with that is that it isn't just, you know, well, okay. Obviously, it's random. Like, even if you're like, you know, super high level and high spirit and the enemy's low level, you can still fail to hit them because it's always a random number. Of course, the catch here with this is that, remember that bandit skill we have equipped now? That we got access to? If you have bandit equipped, then your chance, this, step number 1 is always skipped. So you will always successfully hit the target. This is why bandits, you know, is super nice to get early on, because it makes it easy to steal. And then step 2, which is your, whatchamacallit, your chance of, like, you know, here, I'll even, let's do this. I'm gonna even, I have a thing here, because I wanted to make doubly sure I wasn't making any mistakes here. So we'll open this up and just give you a good look. Right? Attack is random mod from level plus sphere. Random mod basically means exactly what I just said, which is that it's any number for up to that value minus 1, because 0 counts as a number, so it puts in there. And you can see here we've got every enemy in the game has up to 4 slots that can be stolen from. Sometimes they're empty, sometimes they're not, you know, it varies, obviously. Once you've hit the target, it basically checks each of these slots in order from rare to common. And you can see here, like, you can see the exact odds. These are the exact odds of successfully stealing from this slot. And basically how it works is that if I check this slot, this is the first, right, I check the rare slot. If I fail to steal from this slot, it'll immediately go down to the semi-rare slot. And then if I fail to steal from this slot, it goes to the uncommon slot and so forth until I get to the common slot, which is always technically a success because it has a 100% chance of stealing. Now, the odds here aren't exact. Anything that's up here, like, the rare slot is always the same, but technically semi-rare and uncommon are slightly lower than the odds here, and that's because of the caveat down here, which is that when I check a slot, if I actually successfully steal from that slot, even if it has no item or has already been stolen from, step 2 ends and I don't check the remaining slots. So, for example, this boss has the 3 slots, right? I believe the silver gloves we stole, I forget, is that what we stole? We stole a pair of gloves. I believe the gloves are in the semi-rare slot, I want to say? It might actually be the uncommon, I don't remember. I didn't check before I did this, but for the purposes, you know, whatever, we'll go over it. So, like, if I steal from the semi-rare slot, if I steal, you know, like, actually, I guess let's say, actually, no. Let's just say I stole the gloves and I'm trying to get the armor, the linen cuirass. I don't even know, I have no idea how to pronounce that, by the way. So, you know, bear with me there. If I want to steal the linen cuirass, you know, it's about a 25% chance, but of course the catch is that before I do that, I have these 2 separate checks here, and if these checks succeed, I can't steal the cuirass, even if you know, normally I would have had a chance, just because it'll fail basically before I even get there. Common slot, however, is always a success. So, whatchamacallit? I forget what my point was. I guess in a nutshell, I'm basically just reaffirming that, yeah, basically this is always the same, the exact odds. This is always the exact odds, but these 2 are always slightly lower. The uncommon one especially is technically more like, I don't know exactly how you calculate this. It's like probably closer to like 20% because of that. And then this is probably closer to 5% because of that, because of how the odds work. And that's why, you know, you can often see it. That's why stealing can sometimes be a pain in the ass. Because even with bandit equipped, you only really have like a 5% chance to steal from the semi-rare slot, and then, you know, about a 20% chance to steal from the uncommon slot. And in a nutshell, that's basically how it is. I'm gonna keep trying to steal because I want those gloves. Like, we didn't get them in the actual video, but I mean, if I got the stupid gloves now, so I mean, why not, right? It would be pretty cool to get it. I wish I remembered if it was the rarer, it was the semi-rare, the uncommon one, because, you know, whatchamacallit. I'll try for a little longer, and then we'll just start going over Black Waltz 3 and his AI. Ouch! Ah, fuck! Stupid, double input in my stupid controller. Let's blame the controller and not me, you know, let's go over that. I wonder if he'll attack, oh god, please don't attack Vivi again. Oh, that sucks. Oh, Vivi lived! Let's go, because he has the silk shirt, let's go. Clutch. That's actually nice. Mind you, a mechanic with trance that's different from other limit break mechanics in the series, like in 7 and 8. If Vivi died, he wouldn't, like, his trance doesn't go down to 0, right? You don't lose your trance in this game from dying, whether you have it or not. So if Vivi died, he actually would have been just, you know, on the ground as, you know, Mr. White Pointy Hat Mage. Comes the Thundara. We'll try, let's say, 3 more times. Ouch. Yeah, okay. And then we'll go over Black Waltz 3 and his AI. You can see here that, like, because of the way Black Waltz 3, it's definitely a better idea to just sit here and do this like this instead of stealing individually, because otherwise, you know, he'll start, like, smacking you up with the big group Thundara, and it's hard to recover from that. I guess we'll talk about that while I'm here. So, I can totally understand why people don't like stealing in this game, because sometimes you can just be sitting here forever just trying to steal, right? And it sucks. But, like, personally, the reason why I actually like it is because a lot of bosses in this game can be pretty... Oh, wow. So I had instant trance too, that's funny. It's because a lot of bosses in this game can be pretty easily cheesed if you know what you're doing. And when I say a lot, I do mean, like, most bosses. There's always something you can do to take advantage of them, but the thing is that because I have to sit here and steal from him, I actually kind of have to deal with this boss, right? Now, this boss isn't that big a deal, so it's not like it's that, you know, like, whoa, you know, it's so, because I'm just tossing potions, but, like, it is something that's, like, you know what I mean? So since I haven't stolen from him, I'm just gonna say whatever. But you get what I'm saying, right? It basically forces you to actually kind of engage with the boss instead of just cheesing him and just, like, either, like, making them just, like, die instantly or whatever. Yeah, I can't get the steal. Alright, so Black Waltz 3. Black Waltz 3 is actually... Basically, he has, like, 2... I wouldn't even say phases. He has 2 states he can be in, is a better way to put it. And the way it works, basically, is that when he's on the ground, right, he has his standard stats. When Black Waltz 3 gets hit, like, okay, first of all, let's, like, he cycles through his 3 magic attacks and his, whatchamacallit, and then his physical attack, right? But when you hit him with any physical attack, he goes into the air, right, as you can see here, and now his stats have changed. First of all, his attack pattern has also changed, right? He'll do a group Thundara on us twice, and then he'll land. But while he's in the air, a couple things have changed. First of all, any physical attacks that we use will almost always miss, because his evasion goes up to 99. However, the big thing that changes is the second thing, which is that his magic defense goes down by 3. So it goes from, I believe, 10 to 7, I want to say? That sounds about right, which is why in this, when he's flying in the air, Vivi starts doing a lot more damage with magic. So the best way to do this fight, basically, if you want to kill it fast, is you sword magic with Steiner, attack with Zidane to put him in the air, and then you double cast with Vivian. That tends to be enough to kind of throw down this boss really quick. Like, if we see here, we can attack with Steiner, and he'll probably miss. Yeah. You think you can... Yeah, you think you can defeat me? He'll even, like, react to you missing, which is kind of funny. Damn it. Well, I guess we're stuck with the gloves. That's fine, though, because I'm pretty sure we can literally buy the armor in the town we're in anyway, so it's not really a big deal. The only caveat to this is that obviously attacks that can't miss, like if we use sword magic with Steiner, he'll still hit, because that can't miss. We can always use Minus Strike if we really want to, which we might do here in a second. But yeah, other than that, Black Waltz 3 isn't very, doesn't have all the weird stuff that Black Waltz 2 and 1 have. He's actually very straightforward in that sense. And since Steiner has such low HP, I think now that he's used Thunder, he'll just immediately, he just immediately drops down. We can go ahead and sword Minus Strike, don't watch this. Boom! 243. And he's down. The obvious advantage of Minus Strike is that Minus Strike, you know, you can use that even if Vivi's dead or something. And it can't miss, but, you know, still not exactly the most useful spell unless you're using, like, really weak swords. I'm trying to think. I think that's actually everything. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. See you guys later.